Adobe has launched the open beta version of Firefly's generative video tools. Now users can easily convert text and images into video. Additionally, there is a feature that allows automatic video translation into another language while preserving the original voice's intonation. The company proudly claims that its new tools are available to everyone and generously allows free users to create a whopping 2 videos and translate a whole seconds of video per month. This applies even to Creative Cloud subscribers who already pay for access to all Adobe products. But maybe we're missing something, and the new Firefly tools are so amazing that the cost no longer matters? Let's take a look at what makes them truly interesting and unique. To get started, go to the Firefly website, sign up, or log in if you already have an account. To start generating a video, click on the corresponding option in the menu below the input field. You will be taken to the tool selection page, where 3 options are available: video generation from text, from an image, and a video translation tool. However, in practice, there are only 2 options, as both text-to-video and image-to-video generation lead to the same page. Let's proceed to it. On the left side of this page, there is a panel with video generation settings. They are divided into 3 groups: General, Camera, and Advanced. The General Settings block includes Model Selection. Currently, only one option is available: Aspect Ratio Selection. There are only 2 options: Widescreen and Portrait. Frame Rate. So far, only one choice is available. As we can see, there is no option to adjust the video duration. All clips are generated with a fixed length of 5 seconds. The second settings block allows you to configure how the camera behaves. The Shot Size drop-down menu lets you choose the shot type: close-up, medium, long shot, and their variations. The camera angle option determines the tilt or position of the camera relative to the main subject. The motion setting defines how the camera moves within the scene. The third settings group, Advanced Parameters, currently contains only one option: Seed. This is a code that defines the initial conditions of generation and allows for a repeatable result. Most of the remaining page is occupied by the preview area, where the generated video is displayed, with the prompt input form located below it. In this form, you can enter a text description and add images. Images are added to the left side of the form, where you can set both the starting and ending frames. On the right side, there is a Generate button, along with an icon to open or close the history panel. That's all we need to know about the interface of this page. Now, let's try creating a few videos to thoroughly test all the features of Firefly. We simply enter the prompt without changing any settings and start the process. Keep in mind that the service developers do not recommend closing the tab during generation, as the video may not be saved. The generation takes a couple of minutes and we receive the video. At first glance, it looks decent, but upon closer inspection, flaws become noticeable. The woman's face appears to melt, the book pages turn on their own, and a strange gap periodically appears on the wall behind the window. Perhaps our description wasn't detailed enough? Let's try expanding it by adding more specifics, as recommended by the service developers. We start the generation again and get the result. Firefly follows the prompt quite accurately. Almost all details are precisely replicated. However, the flickering light, the trembling liquid in the cup, and the strange movements outside the window create the impression that the room is shifting, and the book seems to have a life of its own. Next, let's experiment with the camera. In the general settings, we select Portrait mode, and in the camera settings, we choose a medium shot, eye-level angle, and a zoom-in effect. We enter a detailed prompt and start the generation. There's almost nothing to complain about here. The prompt is accurately followed, and the camera behavior matches the selected settings. Perhaps the hunter's gender is not what we initially imagined when writing the prompt, but it wasn't explicitly specified. The only noticeable issue is the gun strap, which seems to be unnaturally going under the character's clothing. Next video. We select a wide format, long shot, low angle view, and an upward camera tilt. We enter the prompt and press the button. The long shot doesn't quite look as expected, but the other camera parameters are accurately applied. As for the prompt, while the result technically matches the request, it doesn't fully capture what we envisioned when writing it. Moving on to creating videos from images. To generate a video, we need to upload a pre-prepared image, or two, if we want to set both the initial and final frames. First, let's try using only the initial frame. We upload it into the designated field, and notice that in this mode, the frame size and camera angle become unavailable, and the aspect ratio field is set automatically. This is because these parameters are already defined by the image itself. We select the camera movement to the right, enter the prompt, and press the button, and get an error. The service didn't like something about our image. Let's try a different image. Unfortunately, once again, we can't say that everything is fine. There's clearly something off with the woman's face in the video, and some of the bubbles behave unnaturally. Now let's try creating a video with two images. We upload one as the initial frame and the other as the final frame. We won't enter camera movement or a prompt since it's obvious that we need a smooth transition between the frames. Well, the result looks more like morphing rather than a natural scene change. Let's try again, this time with a text prompt. Firefly carefully followed the description and tried to reproduce all the details. However, it seems that the images are too different to be smoothly combined into a realistic transition. In the end, we get a surreal, psychedelic mix. But it looks mesmerizing, doesn't it? What do you think of the results? Share your impressions in the comments and let us know if we should also test Firefly's video translation tool. Firefly Video is still in beta, so some features may change or be expanded. It might be too early to draw conclusions based on just a few generated videos, but we can still form an initial impression of the service at this stage. The interface is user-friendly, intuitive, and well adapted for both desktop and mobile devices. The video generation process is fast, and the resulting videos do not have watermarks, which is a significant advantage. The quality of the video largely depends on the prompt, but in terms of physics, object behavior, and image stability, Firefly may lag behind its competitors. At the same time, the commercial safety of content, which Adobe emphasizes, makes it an attractive option for brands and businesses. Among the drawbacks of the service, in addition to the already mentioned not-so-high video quality, is the inability to adjust video duration. All generated clips are limited to 5 seconds. Firefly also has rather strict moderation, which may restrict creative experimentation. However, the main drawback is the limit of 2 videos per month on the free plan, making it nearly impossible to properly test the service. This restriction even applies to users with an Adobe Creative Cloud All Apps subscription. Adobe explains this by stating that video generation requires more computational resources than traditional tools. However, it remains unclear why other companies can offer significantly more free generation options without such strict limitations. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss new videos. Like the video and leave comments with your questions or ideas for future content.